Hello, everyone. Getting started just a little bit early today. We'll be covering a couple of things today, so I wanted to get started just a little bit earlier. Good morning, good afternoon, and happy Thursday. Hey, bitch, what's up, Corey? What's going on? Today, before we do readings and my mind gets all frazzled, I wanted to talk to people about my Path of the Moon that is starting again, group 3. I fucking love you too. Group 3, starting on March 14th, so around Ostara. I've had a few inquiries on it, so I want to make sure that I talk about it just a little bit. This is Thursday, February 4th. Welcome to Thursday's random readings. As you can tell, my mind is pretty fucking random today. Pretty fucking random. You know, before I sat down, I had to actually write myself a note of reminding me of to talk about my class and promote my class. And, you know, some people think, oh, well, how could you not remember that? Well, I don't remember what day it is. Sometimes I don't remember how long it's been since I've taken a shower. Sometimes I don't remember my kids' names or their birthdays. So this is why I write things down. And I definitely always forget to promote my own stuff. And I have decided that if I want to promote myself, I have to be the biggest advocate for that, right? I have to be the one that does it. Nobody's going to do that shit for me. Well, I do have some friends that promote me, and I absolutely love you so much for doing it. But it's not like I'm going to have an agent contact me and then start promoting my shit all over the place. My amazing stuff. Even my shit's amazing. I don't even know what to say right now. Hello, Camp Castle. How you doing? Hoping you're doing well. I already see a question in the question box. Do me a favor, if you do have questions, please put them in the comments area, because that question box kills me. Jen is so much better at the question, but I can't do the question box. I like them in the comments. Takes me a little bit longer to stream back through them again, but I like them there. Y'all can fit all your questions in there. It doesn't have to be a couple boxes, all that stuff. So let's get to it. First, I want to talk about my, no, don't worry, Strega, don't worry about it. I'm just going to call you Feral. Feral, don't worry about it. Just put it in the comments. So let's talk about first, I'm going to advocate for myself here, and talk about my Path of the Moon, A Journey in Witchery. This is a 4-year course that can be taken year by year by year. And you begin as initiate on the foundational level. And each year is $400. If you pay for all 4 years in advance, you get a 10% discount. There are payment options, many payment options available. And if the payment options that are listed on my website under my events Path of the Moon are not doable for you, all you need to do is email me and we can work something out. I am very, very understanding and very capable of working things out with people, especially when it comes to payments and things like that. So Path of the Moon, A Journey in Witchery, is all about being a witch and bringing the word witch back into, normalcy. Having it looked upon as not bad, but beautiful, what it really, really is. Being a witch is about being magic. It's about being able to manifest those desires and passions that we have within us. And going on this journey, this witchery course, especially the foundational level, you learn about the history of the witch, what women, not they weren't all witches, what women and men had to go through a long time ago just to use herbs and practice the workings and healings upon people. You learn the difference between practicing the craft and being a religion. Wicca is the religion part of it. I, in this course, do not cover religion. It is all about the craft. It is all about learning how to bring out that magical beauty within yourself. Discovering that amazing darkness that lives within you to bring about the celebration of the light that also lives within. The journey of witchery is about becoming gray. It's about becoming a gray witch. It's about knowing that darkness, knowing that light, respecting both shadow, both light, and allowing yourself to walk in the between. It's about practicing magic. It's about learning how to create ritual, learning how to create spell. It's about learning about herbs and divination and getting in touch with our beautiful, beautiful Gaia. It's about learning the importance of verbiage, of energetic pluses and minuses, what we put out into this earth via word, via action, that energy. You can't just, you shouldn't, I should say. You shouldn't just put a spell out there, not knowing what's behind that spell, what planets are at play, where's the moon right now, what's the intention, what aspects are you calling in regarding that spell. You shouldn't just put it out there, because those things come back. They come back to you. What you put out in this world comes back to you. So one of the things that I do teach is the cautions in this and the importance of knowing what you are doing before you just spit this out into the world. It's very, very important to know. Once again, I don't teach a religion. I just don't. But there are some things in ritual that I do that are from Wicca. And it is because I think they're beautiful. And that's why I do them, What else do I have to say about this? We have 4 years. The first year is our earth, our foundational year. The second year is our healing year. That's our water. The third year is, I forgot my freaking self. Are you kidding me? The third year goes more and more into magic and elementals and connecting with those elementals that are all around us. It's that fire. It's that transformative year. And then we go into the fourth year, which is our air, and that's our awakening. That is where the high priest or priestess comes out within you. And you start practicing your own rituals and you become your own high priestess of your own path of the moon, coven, tribe, what a group, whatever you would like to call it. I don't necessarily call us a coven. I call us a tribe. And that is because we have beings from all different walks that are in our tribe. And it takes all to make something absolutely amazing. So once again, it's a 4-year process. The first year is all about foundational learning. It is about history. It is about learning the foundations of you as well, really getting in touch with that being that is you. Sometimes, we walk this earth and we're doing these things every day, but we still don't know who the hell we are, what kinds of things we like. that we really like without the input of the world. What do I really like? What is my real opinion? And so when you join this course, the first year, that foundational year, asks you those questions. I don't direct you in who you are. I ask you certain questions to allow you to figure out who you are on this path. Are you ready for this path? Are you ready to find out, the shadow side of you? What really needs to be worked on and healed? These are things that you need to ask yourself. It is an intensive course. Once again, it's a 4-year course. The total class hours for 1 year are approximately 428 hours. So it is intensive. It does take, your dedication on your part, not just for yourself, but for all of the other beings in your class with you. It's important to them too that you give it your all, because we are a team. We are one unit, so we all have to work together. Okay, so let's see, what else do I have to tell you about this? The initial class to meet and greet everyone that is going to start taking this path is on March 14th. And then we have 2 live classes a month, and those take place on Sundays, 2 Sundays out of the month. And this third group's classes will be from 6 to about 7:30 Pacific Standard Time. 2 Sundays a month. Those are the live classes. The other classes that you get are pre-recorded. They are pre-recorded video, pre-recorded meditations for you to use during your studies, during this journey of finding yourself. Let's see, what else can I say about it? If anybody has any questions about it, you can feel free to email me with any questions regarding the Path of the Moon, A Journey in Witchery. I would be happy to answer your questions. During this, we all work from SharePoint site. I did have a Facebook group, but it just, that social media aspect, once again, it just felt non-private to me. So I made SharePoint site on Teams, and it's a Teams app that you download, and you can access every document for the rest of your life, because you will forever be a student, forever be a member. And every update to those documents, you'll have access to those via that team site, via that SharePoint site. Each class has their own site that they connect on. And then there's one general site that I've created where we have general conversation, and it's all of us putting our information in, our questions in, having conversation regarding where other people are at on their path right now. So, anywho, beginning around Ostara, we have group 3 coming into play. If you are interested in the Path of the Moon, A Journey in Witchery, please check out my website. Just click on the RSVP and it'll open up the information for you, and you can read all about it. And any other questions, just email me. All right? Okay. All right. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I owe it all to my nutritionist. I am shining because my nutritionist is having me put healthy things in my body. And my face is shining because I am using product made by the amazing Corey Hawkins, who is on this thread right now, although she doesn't sell it yet. But she should, because it's fucking fabulous. That's all I have to say about that. Fucking fabulous. Okay, so first of all, I want to go ahead and draw a card. Oh my God, I put my phone on Do Not Disturb all the time before I go in these, and I still get calls from my kids, always. I get texts. I don't understand this. Isn't Do Not Disturb Do Not Disturb? I don't know. Anywho. All right, so let's go ahead and draw a card for our wonderful community that is on here right now. Asking Spirit what direction We're traveling today during this wonderful Mercury retrograde. All right. Ooh. Okay. Yeah, no, I have it on block everybody. So I know it's two different settings. I have it on block everybody. They shouldn't be coming through. Something wrong with the last Apple update. I don't even know what to say. Okay, so anywho, today for our little community card, we have the Three of Pentacles. And Three of Pentacles talks about manifestation. It talks about the cumulative coming together to create and manifest and bring things into fruition. Our pentacles are, they're our earth. They are our winter. They are that Mother Gaia, their stability and foundation, money, family, home, career, health, those kind of things. When the Three of Pentacles comes in, it's a celebration of bringing into fruition. It's a group work, a team effort of bringing those things into life. So, these readings today are going down the path of teamwork, of collaboration, working together with people. All right? Okay, so my first question is from Feral Strega. I know it, and it is in my box here. Fucking random card for me. I love you. I love you. All right, I'll give you a fucking random card, okay? Here you go. Here you go, beauty. All right. So for you today, love, I got the Chariot in reverse. All right. This kind of makes sense for you right now. Feeling a little bit stuck, a little bit trapped. Especially being feral, that's very hard. Not being able to do what you want, when you want, how you want for you is extremely difficult. And when you have this Chariot in reverse, it's going over this hump, but not being able to completely get over it. Remember, number one, you're fucking snowed in. Number two, this is Mercury retrograde. You're not supposed to be going over the humps right now. You're supposed to be taking that pause and planning how you're going to get over these humps, how you're going to do it. So even though pauses are nothing fun for you and you don't really enjoy them, I would suggest that you take one, because the word that came into play for you today is beast. And when beast comes into play for me, it's, the devil card coming into play. And when devil card comes into play, he talks about the connections of, the cords of, the addictions to and of, all right? So if you are, let me put it this way. If you are blocking the message of planning from spirit because you're so frustrated that you can't move forward the way that you want to move forward, when and how you want to move forward, you're not going to receive that wonderful, beautiful message from spirit as to how to get over this hump that you need to. So please take this time out. Please allow yourself just to receive, just to get that message from spirit. Allow yourself this planning time so when you do go over this hump, it's one and done. One and done, baby. All right? Okay. So any other questions, please put them in the comment area. I will scroll through and I will find your questions. Hello, everyone. Hello, everyone. All right. All right, Miss Corey. You would like you would love ancestor guidance. Okay, ancestor guidance. Okay. All right, so the message that I received for you is minuscule in the aspect of the whole. All right. Sometimes we allow ourselves to get so overrun and so overwrought by issues that we think are so huge and so big. But if we take a step back and we just allow ourselves to view things from a different angle or from a different perspective, point of view, we realize that these issues are so tiny. They're nothing. They're just little minuscule little pieces of sand, just like we are pieces of dust, and the effort that we put into being upset by these things is what is causing dis-ease and heartache and things like that. All right, so let's go ahead. And so I think what your ancestors are trying to tell you is number one, choose your battles. Number two, take different perspective into the everyday issues of life right now. All right, so let's go ahead and draw a card for you, baby. Okay. Okay, I got the Ten of Wands for you in reverse. All right. So when Ten of Wands comes in reverse, Ten of Wands is confirming that the shit that you have decided to give up and not be responsible for and decided just not to do for people anymore is exactly what you need to do. All right. The clearing of your plate, the delegation, clearing the mind of overwhelm so you can see straight, so you can be straight, so you can focus on you rather than focusing on other people's shit, okay? The acknowledgement of you are not my fucking responsibility. Your shit is not my responsibility. Your shit is just that, it's yours. So take care of it because I'm not going to take care of it anymore. I'm tired of it. I'm claiming my space for me now. And any empty pie area on my plate is mine. All right? Okay? That's what your ancestors have to tell you. It's time to claim that space and that time for you. And don't allow yourself to get overrun by stupid little shit that is really somebody else's stupid little shit. Okay? All right, hope that resonates with you. All right, Camp Kissel. So my beautiful friend, my bestie, we've known each other for so long. Over 20 years now. That's crazy. My beautiful friend Mariah. Feeling stuck. So you're going to need a card today. All right. Okay, so what I'm getting is you gotta give up the rigidity. Like you can't be so rigid. You need to allow yourself more flow space, more breathing room. Give up the rigidity. All right, so that's the message that I received for you. Now let's get the card. A lot of reverse cards today, peeps. All right, so I've got the Prince of Wands for you in reverse. So, your princes are about taking action. They're about doing. They're about instigation. Your wands are about that fire. They're about creativity, transformation, passion, ego, drive, sex, all of those things. He's in reverse, though. So what he's telling you is that it's especially with the other message about rigidity, I believe that it's time for you to stop trying to control the change and the transformation so much and allow that ability to just go with what spirit is guiding you to do, what your intuition is telling you. Stop fighting that. Yes, there are certain ways to do things, but those are not the only ways. There are other ways as well. So think about that. Give up some of that rigidness so you can allow freedom of transformation and change and creativity to actually take place. Okay? I hope you understand that, my darling. Let's see. All right. Farrell has another here. You know what? Let me check my question box. I think there's one more in there. Tammy, put it in the comments. I'm going to answer Tammy's really quick, okay? I would love a random card as well if you have time. Of course I have time. Of course I have time. Okay. For you right now, something about music is really coming into play. I don't know what it is, but it definitely has to do with music. So that is coming into play for you. Hold on. Let me go back up into here really quick. All right. So music is coming into play for you right now. Don't be surprised if it's some offbeat kind of music that you are not familiar with, but something that you don't normally listen to is coming into play for you. It's going to add a little bit of spice into that soul of yours. So take it in and have fun with it. You got the Hanged Man in reverse, babe. So, which kind of confirms the newness of something coming into play. Be open to it. Be open to allowing this new beat to dance with that heartbeat of yours, with that soul of yours, allowing you to come out in kind of a different kind of way, maybe challenging you a little bit. Take on that challenge. The Hanged Man in reverse, you know, he's also talking about the blinders being on, right? He's a reminder these blinders need to come off. There are so many different ways to see things and perceive things. Don't lock yourself in a space of this is it. Make sure you take these blinders off and allow the beauty of everything just to come your way and really take it in and really love it. Okay? Okay. I'm gonna write that one down. All right. Farrell has another one. Which saint is trying to speak to me, my patron or another? I don't know if this is actually a saint, but Genevieve comes into play, so I don't know if that name rings a bell to you. I don't know if that's a saint, but the name Genevieve comes into play. I don't really know my saints very well. You're much more educated on saints. So check into either a saint named Genevieve or a goddess named Genevieve. Either way, that name is trying to come into your life and play. All right, let's see. All right, Miss Maddie. Gosh dang it. I keep finding dying bees like daily. That makes me sad. That makes me sad. Sometimes I hate humans. Can we all just not be human for a minute and just allow ourselves to be trees? Please, can we do that? All right, so I'm going to give you a card for that. You know, that beautiful worker, burning the candle at both ends is one message. Let's see. All right. Beautiful. Okay, so number one, burning the candle at both ends. I want you to pay attention to that. I want you to make sure that you take as much downtime, well, at least at least a third of the amount of downtime as what you're putting out into this world work-wise right now, okay? Because burning that candle at both ends is not going to be good for you, and you will buzz out, all right? You have the Queen of Pentacles. Now, we just talked about Earth and how we humans are destroying it. The Queen of Pentacles comes in, and she is all about fertile aspect. She is all about growth and the caring for and the nurturing of our beautiful Mother Gaia. She is Earth incarnate, you know. I love her so much. One thing that she does really, really represent is fertility. Now is the time to nurture those seeds, to care for the seeds that we carry, that we have planted. It is not a time to overwork ourselves. It is a time to make sure that we take the time out. She is the queen of winter, you know, and people look at winter as hibernation, of which it is. But why are we hibernating? We're hibernating so we can bust out of those seeds when spring comes. We're hibernating so we can build that energy to be fertile and bloom and blossom. So allow yourself downtime, okay? That's the message that Spirit really wants to give you. Actually, Spirit's been giving that to a lot of people lately. Take that goddamn downtime, especially during Mercury retrograde. It's the perfect time for it, I promise you. Okay, let's see. All right, Miss Porter. I'd appreciate a card about my job, career, situation. The moment I said that, the words get out came to mind. Get out. I hate saying that because I don't want to be like, get out of your job. What I really want you to ask yourself is this, financial, of course, it's important. It pays the goddamn bills. It keeps a roof over our head. It feeds us. It keeps heat on, all of those things. It is necessary. It is necessary. But one of the things I want you to ask yourself is this career or job or is this making you happy? Is this situation making you happy? Is it giving you something to look forward to every day? Is it challenging you enough? Are you bored? Are you feeling as though there's just a little hole, just a little void, like you like what you're doing, but there's still a little something that could go in there? Maybe it's education. A little more education that you need to take into play. All right, so let's go ahead and draw a card for you. Okay. All right, you got the Temperance card in reverse. Okay, so there is definitely an imbalance at play there with this career, with this job situation. There's an imbalance happening. Are you giving a whole bunch and not being recognized for the amount of you that you're putting into this space? Like I said, what are you gaining from it? I think that's the biggest question. What are you gaining from it? Besides financial aspect, what kind of other abundance is this path bringing you in your life? This situation bringing you in your life? That's a question I want you to start asking yourself. Because if you really look deep, and it's not filling you with drive, it's not filling you with, I could be in 5 years, I could be here. You know what I'm saying? If it's not filling you with those kind of things, I want you to ask yourself, why am I here? What am I doing? What is my goal? Shall I take some classes to, put more education into my toolbox? Shall I move on? Shall I start something myself? Shall I look at this and go about it in just a different way and put my own pizzazz into it to bring some excitement into my life? Start looking at it like that. Start thinking about it like that. Okay? but it's definitely an imbalance. And it could be an imbalance between you wanting to break off and do something yourself, which brings you joy, but knowing the responsibility of financial aspect, which is kind of holding you and keeping you at this space as well, which one can completely understand. So to bring balance into that, there's definitely ways that you can make it happen to where you do your own thing and bring your own pizzazz into it as well. I think that you just need to do a little deep dive. I think you need to do a little soul searching and find out how to bring that aspect into it, how to bring it back to life. Bring it back to life, resuscitate it and bring it back to life, I think. Whether it be where you're at now or on your own or in a new position. Okay? I hope that resonates with you. All right. Persephone, what do the cards want you to know today? You're a badass. That's what they want you to know. You're a badass. Let's see. What do the cards want you to know today? The word registration comes into play. And as I'm seeing that word registration coming into play, I'm seeing like you're registering for like a class. You're registering for something that is going to happen. All right. So I want to say it's education. It has something to do with education. So registration is coming into play. So if you were thinking about joining up for a class, joining up for a group, joining up for a club, something like that, and the registration deadline might be coming to a play, I want you to look at that. Okay? All right. Let's see. What do the cards have to tell you? Ooh. All right. You got the Tower in reverse. Like every card today almost has been in reverse. The Tower in reverse is kind of cool because when the Tower comes in and he's upright, he's all about this dramatic, life-changing change that we're not ready for, and it kind of knocks us off our socks, right? And breaks up our foundation. When he comes in reverse, this is more so an introspective, spiritual, still life-changing, but introspective and spiritual change that is happening, all right? And it's one that we are very aware of, very knowing that this is happening. It is a literal like inner shift that we're feeling on the inside of us that's coming into play. If you are feeling this at this time, if you are going through this spiritual introspective shift, celebrate this, please. Celebrate this, all right? This is something to be happy about. This is life-changing for you, yes. Allow yourself to go into it with positivity and wonder, learning more and more about yourself as you learn about this new spiritual aspect that you are taking into play, this new introspective being, this whole other being inside of you. The one thing about the Tower in reverse that I really like is he's telling us, look, you know this change is happening. Not that you can control it, but you can sure as shit prepare for it. All right? So once again, wintertime, Mercury retrograde. Take the downtime to stand in shadow. Take the time to allow that introspection and illumination that way to show you the path, this new life-changing path that you are about ready to take. All right? Okay? And remember, registration, whatever that means. Okay. All right, let's see. Evergrove. A general card for the Evergrove. Hello, Moon Goddess Mama. Thank you for sharing my post the other day. I really appreciate it. You always find the best post to share on Instagram. It's fabulous. Retrospect. Retrospect, Tina. In retrospect. take that into play for a minute. Okay. There's an idea that you had and you have within you that may at that time not have been something that would have worked out, would have panned out. Okay, but in retrospect, now, if you come back upon that idea, it will. All right, it will pan out for you. It will work for you. Spirit is definitely telling me that that is good. So maybe it just didn't work out because you might not had time, may not had the resources, something like that. But Spirit definitely wants you to know that if you pan back into it, that's a good one for you now. All right. So you've got the resources, you've got the time, whatever it is you might need. So look into that again. All right. Okay. All right. You got the Queen of Swords. Okay. So, you know, those swords are that air. They're that mind idea. They're that mind, that intellect, ideas that come into play. Also expression, communication. All right. You very much communicate in the form of art. So if this idea was a new form of some kind of art thing that you want to bring out into this world, couldn't then, you need to know that you can now, and you very much should now. Right now is the time that you plan how to birth that in the spring. Remember, we're birthing in the spring, okay? Now is the time we plan. We have fun planning, researching, getting all of those ideas into play, and really sitting down and planning that attack, all right? Planning how you're going to express and communicate this amazing idea that lives up in that head, all right? Springtime will be an amazing time for you to birth it. Right now, I want you to sit down, and you're probably thinking, what the fuck idea? When was that? What idea is this? It lives there. It's in there. You just have to check back in with those ideas. And if you're not already keeping lists of the ideas that you have or have had, you need to start doing that, okay? Springtime is definitely the time that you need to birth this. And when you do express it or create it or bring that idea into manifestation, make sure every step that you are working on creating it is filled with compassion and love. And if the idea does not seem to flow naturally throughout your entire body, if you feel as though there's a stoppage somewhere, like something's just not clicking, know that, and sit with it for a minute and say, well, you know what, Spirit, that doesn't feel right. So can you give me a sign here? Can you give me a little message as to what might click, what might flow with it? All right. But it's definitely going to be birthed in the spring, baby. Have fun with that. All right. All right, Tammy, I know life is at a crossroads for you, but you need to start dancing to a different beat. There's a different beat that you need to bring into your life, and you need to start dancing to it. All right? If it's something new, if it's a different kind of dance, of art form for you, because I see you dancing, of course you always dance, but if it's a different kind of dance, of art form for you, I want you to embrace it, and I want you to love it, and I want you to bring beauty to it, and just have an amazing time doing it. All right? Okay. All right. Let's see. Hello, Miss Runa. Okay. Let's look for some other questions. Okay. All right, Miss Porter, definitely look into that new education for sure. Yeah, if you are Libra, imbalance is a big no-no, and it's a real game changer for you. Like, it gets up in that head and you're like, I can't function because I'm feeling really imbalanced. So make sure that you take your time out and really sit. All right, Saint Genevieve's favored people are Parisians, female soldiers, women warriors, and candle makers. All right. Well, St. Genevieve is on your side, baby. So I would say call on her for definite strength when you're feeling not all there, not ready to take on that fight. Call upon her for some strength. All right. Bye, Miss Tammy. All right. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Everybody, it's all resonating. Awesome. All right. That seems like every question has been answered by Spirit. Go figure. That Spirit. Pretty fabulous, right? All right. I'm going to do one more card just because I want to fucking do one more card. Okay? Let's ask Spirit for this. That's sassy. I know, Spirit's so sassy. Let's ask Spirit for that birthing that we are all doing in spring. That growing of seed right now. We know that we need to approach this growth with nurturing and love and protection. But we also need to approach it with rest, right? What we put out, we need to bring back in and claim our downtime as well as we claim our work time, okay? That's the only way that a seed is going to grow. Kids grow the most when they sleep, not when they're active, when they're lying in bed sleeping. So all of that nutrients and everything can help them grow. Same with seeds. And when we take that downtime, when we do that, it's almost like an open door invitation for Spirit to come and give us information that we've been waiting for, because we're like, okay, I'm taking this downtime. We're quieting our brains as much as we can. We're opening that door to receive message rather than putting out ideas and working and all of those things, right? So I want to ask Spirit, in the spring, I know we are all going to be birthing some amazing stuff. How can we best prepare ourselves to bring these wonderful creations of life out into this universe? All right. And Spirit agrees. It's time to harvest. It's time to acknowledge the amazing things that we have. It's time to bring it all in, gather it all together. We still have a little bit of winter left, everybody. So it's time to gather it, bring it all in together, the rest of that stuff, right? Take inventory of what we have so we can, I know you can hear him swearing, so we can really feel more secure and more stable. We're not wondering, what do I have? What do I need to bring in for, birthing this and all of these things? So we need to take in what we have. We need to harvest and bring in the last of what we have. Take that inventory, know what we have, know how to budget it and make it last and use it until spring, therefore acknowledging our security and our foundation. And then rest and freaking rest. It is time to hibernate. When Seven of Pentacles comes into play for me, he's a reminder of bringing it all in so you can hibernate. so you can take that downtime. So I fully believe that these things that we are all bringing out into the universe, these beautiful lives that we are all barking out, God damn it, these beautiful lives that we are all bringing out into the universe in spring, it's going to take a lot of rest right now, because I fully believe that the creative aspect of everyone that lives on this planet, when these things get birthed in the spring, I fully believe that they are going to be world changing. I fully believe that it is going to be an amazing shift coming into play. So therefore, my suggestion to everyone in this world is just to take time out right now, gather what we have, figure out how to budget it and how to use it until spring. Take time out, rest, because when this shift happens, it's going to be some work, but it's going to be work that pays off immensely in the end, for you, for me, for everyone, for our entire universe, hopefully bringing us all together once again. All right? And that is message from Spirit today. Have fun resting up. Have fun taking stock of all of those beautiful aspects that you have around you and figuring out new ways to utilize them and budget them. I love you all so much. Thank you once again for joining me. And again, if any of you have questions regarding the Path of the Moon, A Journey in Witchery, please feel free to visit my website. Go to events, click on the RSVP, and it'll open up the information about Path of the Moon. And if that doesn't answer your questions for you, feel free to email me with any questions that you might have. Hello, Perching Wolf. Hello, my Patrick. How are you, my brother? I haven't seen you in forever. I miss you. I miss you. I miss that beautiful laugh in that face. I really do. All right. To all of you, happy Thursday. The circle is open but unbroken. Until we meet again, my darlings, have an amazing rest of your winter. I'll see you next Thursday at noon. Bye, babes.